In my previous SpaceX video, I said one thing clearly. Yes, SpaceX is a kind of stock I want to own for decades and maybe even pass to the next generation. But I didn't want to buy it right after the IPO when the price was still too high. I wanted to wait until the price came down. Now the price is almost 30% lower, so I came back to SpaceX. And let me say it right away, I bought my first SpaceX position. In this video I'll show the exact order, how many shares I bought, the price I paid and how SpaceX changed my portfolio. But first I want to show you how this decision fits into my full portfolio. I'm building a public portfolio from Europe. I invest in euros, I add around 2000 euros every month and right now the portfolio is around 15,200 euros. My broker shows a year-to-date performance of over 12%. So this is not just a watch list. These are real decisions with real money. And this is part of my public portfolio series where I show my real deposits, buys, mistakes and decisions over time. Before buying SpaceX, I had about 2,500 euros in cash. That was around 16% of the whole portfolio. So yes, I had money available. But the real question was not, do I like SpaceX? Of course I like SpaceX. The real question was bigger. Does SpaceX deserve a real place in my portfolio now? Not someday, not only on a watch list now. Because my strategy is not to guess the perfect bottom. My strategy is to add money every month, buy good assets step by step and keep improving the portfolio over time. That is why SpaceX fits my process. It doesn't need to be one huge decision. It can start as one position and then I can build it over time if the business keeps moving in the right direction. Now let's talk about the price. SpaceX had its IPO in June 2026. The IPO price was $135 per share. The main Nasdaq ticker is SPCX, but in my European broker I see it as SPX, traded in euros. The IC number is on the screen. After the first trading days, the stock went much higher. In my broker I saw the price almost 185 euros. For me that was too early. SpaceX and Elon Musk are famous, yes, rockets and Starlink are exciting. But fame is not a price and excitement is not a valuation. Now the price is around 131 euros, so the first excitement has cooled down a bit. That doesn't automatically make the stock cheap, but it makes the decision more interesting. So what am I actually buying when I buy SpaceX? When I looked at SpaceX again, I didn't look at it only as a rocket company. When I look at SpaceX, I don't see only one business. I see launch, Starlink and the long-term option on the space economy. The launch business is already important because reusable rockets can make launches cheaper and more efficient. That is a real business advantage. Starlink can become global internet infrastructure for people, ships, planes, businesses and governments. So SpaceX is not just about space. It can also become a global infrastructure company. And then there is a bigger question. What happens if space becomes a much larger part of the economy over the next decades? More satellites, more data, more defense needs, more private space infrastructure. This whole area can become much bigger over time. And maybe, who knows, SpaceX can become one of the first companies that really opens space for humanity. I cannot put that idea perfectly into a spreadsheet, but I also cannot ignore it. This is why I want to own SpaceX. Not because everyone talks about it today, but because it may still matter many years from now. And this is where one idea from Peter Lynch helps me decide how to build this position. He was not afraid to own many companies. I like that mindset because a portfolio doesn't need to depend on one perfect stock. It can hold many good ideas and the best ones can earn a bigger place over time. This is how I want to treat SpaceX. I want to own a piece of the company, follow it as an owner and build the position only if the company keeps getting stronger and the price still makes sense. At the same time, I have to stay honest. SpaceX is still new as a public company. With Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia or ASML, I can study years of public reports. With SpaceX, the public history is shorter, so I don't want to act like I know everything. I want the first position to match the information I have today. And here my monthly investing strategy helps a lot. I add around 2000 euros every month, so I don't need to make the perfect SpaceX decision today. This is why I like building the portfolio slowly. It gives me time to learn the company before making bigger decisions. Because we are not here only to buy exciting stories. We are here to make money. And to make money I need more than a famous name. I need a business I understand, a price I can accept, and a portfolio structure that lets me sleep well. This is why my portfolio has two parts. The base part is built with global ETFs, short-term euro government bonds and gold. This part gives me stability. The ideas part is where I buy individual stocks and special opportunities. SpaceX belongs there. I explained the full logic of this structure in other public portfolio videos, so I won't repeat everything here. The short version is simple. The base keeps me disciplined and the ideas part gives me room for companies like SpaceX. I'm building this portfolio around my own situation in Europe. Euros, European ETFs, monthly deposits and selected individual stocks. Now let's go to the actual purchase. Here is the order. I bought 4 SpaceX shares at around 131 euros and 50 cents per share. The order size was about 526 euros plus a 3 euro commission. After this purchase, SpaceX became around 3.5% of my total portfolio. So SpaceX is now inside the portfolio. This is the first step in a position I may hold for many years. After the purchase, I still have a little over 2000 euros in cash. That gives me room for the next decision. More SpaceX, another stock, or simply wait for the next monthly deposit. From here, my SpaceX plan is simple. I will follow the business, follow the price and add more only if the company keeps moving in the right direction and the price gives me a good reason. This is how I want to build the position, with patience, monthly deposits and real portfolio control. If I buy more later, I will show it in the public portfolio playlist. And look, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy or sell SpaceX. I'm just showing what I do with my own money inside my own portfolio. Now I want to know your opinion. Would you buy SpaceX at this price, wait for a bigger fall or avoid it completely? Write your thoughts in the comments, especially if you also invest from Europe. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications if you don't want to miss my portfolio updates. This channel is about building a real portfolio over time. Deposits, ETFs, individual stocks, mistakes and decisions. So if you want to see the full journey, start with the public portfolio playlist. Study investing, apply what you learn and grow your capital. I am DP and this is Durable Profit.